We're gonna make an artificial intelligence that meets every standard qualities of human. We're gonna make it as same as human levels. The existing characters are shown in the display is termed as generics, and the non-existing characters in the universe are termed as artificial. That means art we gonna take care of. We gonna working with the model that evolution gives us through billions of years, and we're gonna make it upon ourselves. So that's it for all for artificial intelligence. After we have done with our artificial intelligence, let's move on to super intelligence. Super intelligence is simple as you thought or complicated as you wish. Super intelligence is going to make even further improvement in our artificial intelligence. The super intelligence is more extendable in various levels, so we can use it for various purposes like send it to moon, Mars, or any other terra the planets that we have to terraform other than human beings. It is generically mostly human-like have most human-like qualities, and we gonna add some artificial qualities, and that's bit tricky also. It can be used as we know. We can do our best to make it more reliable, and we don't harm ourselves. After we accomplished super intelligence, it's time to move on to the mind part of the super intelligence. It is more similar like our human mind, but it has some additional qualities also. The mind of the super intelligence is classified based on the categories like learning, thinking, predicting, imagination, teaching others, expressing its feelings, and so on. In the we group it as my part as a mind of the super intelligence, that the we gonna give it some rules to basically to teach the machine how to live and let it go learn it way, and we also rectify its mistakes when it's not obeying our rules. The mind we need is mostly ambitious human being who wants to accomplish something that's not accomplished yet. So after some philosophy classes, we can make our super intelligence a mind, and that is called as my part of the super intelligence. I have started with artificial intelligence, then move on to super intelligence and give it a mind, and now we're gonna talk about how the super intelligence is gonna learning the surroundings. We saw that our super intelligence is very ambitious about the things. It also need to be more powerful at learning things. Our earlier studies as it is, there are two categories at which the machine, uh, sorry, the super intelligent learns. That is first a traditional method that is followed by many of us till this day, an artificial method that we can imagine about, not only because we are doing this but also because there's a technique called transfer learning that computers can learn from their ancestors. So we can also use this technique to train our machines with skills and make it a better personality figures of the caste we have been molding. So we are building a machine that is similar to human and upgraded to super levels, and it is an ambitious person. It becomes an ambitious person, and it has a learning rate of infinity. After our walkthrough came along artificial intelligence, super intelligent, given it a mind, giving it a strategy to learn. There are two strategies: generic and artificial. Generic we can do, artificial we can imagine doing. Generic also has its types, and generic also has generic. We can generically do hearing. As we move further, generic is generic. That means traditional learning method that we have followed till this day, and artificial method is not followed by us, also try to follow by me. In traditional method of hearing, we can see, we cannot imagine an artificial method of hearing because I don't know if it is existing, but I assuming it is existing other than our generic method of hearing. There are also categories of hearing methods we have so far seen a lot. So traditional method of hearing involves of conventional waves of air flowing through us, and a pair of ears linked into our body help us to hear. Vibrating our tymphatic membrane, also known as eardrum, and make some signals such as nerve impulses inside our nerve fibers and reaches our brain and recognized by our brain.